here. New York Giants, tough loss there against Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night. Going into Arizona Cardinals, who actually kind of kept it a little close with Washington, but at the end of the day couldn't capitalize on much. So they're both 0-1. The Giants are a 5.5-point favorite here in Arizona. I do like the Giants. It does seem a lot like Arizona's taking a page out of Marshawn Lynch's book, and they're just showing up so they don't get fined, and they're just really going after Caleb Williams, and they're hiddenly tanking it, or obviously hiddenly tanking the season, because they were winning 17-3 at one point against Washington until the fourth quarter, and then Washington scored 2 touchdowns for the win. So, just all jokes aside, but yeah, I like the Giants here. There's obviously a lot more room for improvement for the Giants, and they have the talent. I think the Cardinals offensively at that first half of last week's game, they played to their kind of max, and then they fell apart. I think the Giants just have, a ridiculous amount to improve. So, and they only need to improve a little bit, I think, to beat the Cardinals. So I like the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking the Giants to bounce back against Arizona too. Yeah, it was a tough one to watch. Had to watch that whole thing, just because I'm a fan, so I had to sit through that misery and watch it. 40 seconds left, they pull in Tyrod Taylor. I really disagree with them leaving in Daniel Jones in the fourth quarter. I don't know what they seen in trying to leave him in there. I don't know if you were just scared that you would have got Tyrod hurt and that's why you did. But if Daniel Jones gets hurt and goes down in that game, we don't have a season, period. And then, everything's back on Barkley again no matter what. And you're not going to give a guy a contract who gets injured. And then everything falls apart to begin with. I don't know. He didn't get hurt, but, Andrew Thomas came into that game hurt. The right side of the offensive line did 0. It was just absolutely incredible when you look at the pressures and the amount of sacks. It's like 3 weeks worth of hits in one game. The Giants need to do better across the board. I think they know that. And I mean, if Arizona's really trying to tank, then, what type of game will we get 4:00 on Sunday? I don't know. But I'm taking the Giants here because I expect with that coaching staff to get everybody on paper. And, Arizona is definitely not that tough of an opponent. They've been beating us recently, but I think we can edge this one out.
Yeah, surprisingly 1-4 against the Cards in the last 5 games. Yeah, if you're anything to do with the Giants, you move forward as quickly as possibly can on that game. There's not a whole lot of good things you could take from that. The Giants are not that bad. It was a lot of circumstantial things that just piled up. And I agree. I would have pulled all my starters come the start by the fourth quarter because that game was well out of hand. And I don't think any kind of moral victories were going to get reached, even if you scored a touchdown and Daniel Jones threw a 80-yard dart to Hyatt. I don't think it was going to change any feeling within the building of what just happened. And you're right. I was watching him, he's taking snaps and just immediately, trying to run the ball out of bounds. Like, get the guy out of there. There's no business.
Yeah, it was terrible because the acquisition. You trade for Okereke, and they didn't say his name until the fourth quarter, on a run stop down on the goal line. It
was bad for the Giants though.
It was just all together. Like, I mean, Leonard Williams, 0 things from him. They said his name once. Nothing out of Ojolari, nothing out of Kayvon Thibodeau. Those guys were healthy coming in. That's what you were super excited about. These were the things like, all right, we haven't had the two of them opening day since they've been on the team. So it's interesting to have all of this together at once. And the first drive goes down there. You're like, that's the Giants we've been waiting for. Like, this is what we've been waiting for. And then, everything just literally collapses right after that, which is just mind-boggling to me.
I
It's
think
just crazy.
the game conditions and what transpired so quickly completely took the game plan out of the window because I think they did want to throw the ball more. I think they wanted to be a little bit more creative, but with the rain coming in and how the Dallas pass rush was coming at them, it was tough. But not to recap, last week's action too much. The Giants moving forward, I think they get right here. I think it's a relatively easy win for them. They need this. Definitely don't want to lose to the Cardinals. That would be devastating to morale, I think, NFL wide. Um, and yeah, the Cards didn't produce an offensive touchdown last week. So it's a get right for the Giants and don't really know what the Cardinals are doing. Um, they might as well be tanking. So yeah, I got Giants.
Yeah, sorry if Cardinals fans. There's not
Yeah,
much here for your team that we
I
can
think they already know.
play off of. Yeah, they're already out there buying Caleb Williams jerseys.
They did play
It's
really
crazy.
good ball against Washington last week, though. They
They
held
did.
Sam Howell in check. They could have won that game.
I think they could have.